Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm GC Smith, and this is a Magic the Gathering versus video of a sort, I guess. I've been wanting to bring you guys some Magic the Gathering gaming, actual game coverage for a while now, and I've finally convinced a friend to do some recording with me. So I've got my good friend Calum here. Say hello, Calum.
Hiya.
Yep, everyone can hear you. That should be fine. He's going to be running his green-white manifest deck, or morph deck, and I'm going to be running a random Abzan control list I found off the Star City Games deck list website thing from recent events, because I'm trying to get back into Standard. Haven't been playing Standard much for the last few months, and I want to get back into playing Control ready for GP London. So I guess you're on the play first, so I think it's time to draw our hands.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh.
Hmm.
So I'm going to let you mulligan first, obviously, because as the player who goes first, it's up to you to mulligan.
Yeah, I will have to mulligan this.
Cool. And so will I. So fortunately, the thing we're using to play has this handy little mulligan thing.
I'll keep.
I can also keep this. So yeah, I'll keep this as well.
All right. Play.
Well, at least the list said it was Abzan Control. I'm not sure if it's Abzan Control or Abzan Aggro at this point. But for those viewing on, on YouTube, I've got, these two things here are pretty cool, so... Oh, wow, that's a great draw. So I'm going to start by playing a Temple of Silence. And I'm going to scry. 1, 2, 3... I think we can keep that on top. I'm not sure we need whether or not we will need it or not, but having more of those is always good. So it's your turn. But no, for those viewing, I'm going to try and keep this as much to similar versus videos out there. So like Star City Games and other channels that have like these kind of videos, with hopefully we can chat about our plays and why we mulligan or keep certain hands. Because we're not playing competitively, we're just playing amongst friends, so...
Yeah, that's why my deck will be, no doubt, janky and might not be competitive level, but I like it because it's fun.
Yeah. So I'm going to take one to add a green, and I'm going to get a white, and I'm going to play a Fleece main line, and then pass the turn to you.
Oh, buggery. Okay, here we go.
Hey! Once you get Mastery of the Unseen online, if you draw it, you should be pretty sweet. This deck has problems dealing with the Mastery of the Unseen, and Whisperwood Elemental, for that matter.
True. And I'll be casting this guy.
Ooh, now that is annoying.
Yeah, pass turn.
So yeah, that was not something I wanted to see, mainly because I can't actually play into it, so... I can't swing into it, and we're going to be taking a few damage here and there. So, in the long run, it looks like it would have been better to play a Skyland last turn to play around that, but there wasn't much we can do about that. So, I guess this is a good top deck. Yeah, we need another one of these. We're going to be using one to deal with certain things, and we'll need another one.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm trying to give away not too much information to you. I mean, casual is casual, but I still I don't want to just tell you what I've got and let you play around it.
I know, so I'll play a morph. I will have a trigger from Trail of Mystery.
Yep. Now, Trail of Mystery, no one plays it competitively, and I can see why. It's a very... Well, it's a very, at the moment especially, you could, it never really got headway anyway, but now that Dromoka's command is in the format, it's just bad, I think. I don't think a Trail Mystery, random enchantments that just do certain things aren't necessarily that good with with Dromoka's command in the format and all these green-white, collected company decks out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure how to feel about that. But playing you, when we played casually, now admittedly, whenever we played casually before, I was playing a really casual, non-standard deck. I was playing the Kiora Jewel deck. And you regularly beat me because of Trail of Mystery, giving you so much advantage in land. But hopefully this deck being slightly better than the Kiora deck should give me a little bit of a fairer match.
Okay, because I don't want to take 3 damage from a Fleece main, and because he's a very nice wall, I won't attack this turn, so I'll pass turn.
Okay, well, I mean, I would say that's a bit of a flawed mentality simply because, like, you've got a morph that you can block with. Now, I guess that means that the morph you've got is something you want to be able to unmorph with, which makes sense, given Trail of Mystery. Right, do we want another one of these? And actually, I don't think we do. I think we want to hit another land, so we're going to be bottoming one of those. Then what we're going to do is take one to Abzan Charm to exile your Death Raptor.
Cool.
Then we'll swing for 3.
And I'll take 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ah, you took the 3 anyway.
I like my morph, to be honest. Untap.
That's what I'm saying though, the attack with Death Raptor would have been right. Like, I mean, luckily I'm playing the deck that can just exile it. I mean, personally, I think right now in the format, given cards like Death Raptor and Den Protector, you need to be playing cards that either, you need to be playing things like 1-for-1, things like Abzan Charm in the format. Like if you're a control deck, you need to be exiling them. That's one of the reasons I think Abzan Control is seeing more play than the Esper Dragons, and why Esper Dragons is moving more towards mid-range than control. Well, I haven't got a block or any mana, so I'm at least taking 2.
Yeah, you'll take 2. Second main, I'll be tapping 1, all 5. Christ. Play this guy. Prophet Crucifix.
Aha, cool.
Yeah. And then I will pass turn.
See, this is a deck where Prophet Crucifix can get kind of scary. So, we're going to attack for 3 here with our Fleece main.
In response, I'll tap 3 to flash in a Death Raptor.
Before blockers are declared, we don't need to tap that. We'll Abzan Charm to exile the Death Raptor.
In response, I'll tap, play Dromoka's Command, fight the Death Raptor and the Fleece Pain Lion, and what else will I do? I'll put a plus and counter on my morph.
Cool, so nothing gets exiled, your guy dies, my guy dies, and yeah, that was a bit of a blowout there. Now, there are probably people thinking why I didn't use a certain spread of my hand on Prophet of Crucifix, and it's right now is the Prophet of Crucifix only allows you to untap. It's not drawing you cards. It's not like, I think that's the one problem is like Prophet of Crucifix is a great card, but I think the reason it hasn't seen any play is because it's 5 mana, not 4.
Yeah.
And because if it was at 4 mana, it probably would see play. But 5 mana, but it's also like you need to be drawing cards to flash them in. And this format especially is so grindy and top decking that you eventually get to the point where you've got no cards in hand anyway. So untapping each turn doesn't do anything.
Yeah. At this point, I would usually be wanting like a Whisperwood Elemental or a Master of the Unseen on the field to like help me out here.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. With a Mastery deck is the only deck I think with Prophet of Crucifix really fits in, and even then, I think while it gives it double mana. Generally, once you get to a point where your things giving you advantage, you're probably winning that game anyway, or grinding enough advantage anyway. It's an interesting card. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sure.
Know.
I mean, I've always wanted to make Prophet of Crucifix work, but it needed to be 4 mana, I think, to ever get anywhere. So, what are you actually doing in your turn then?
I was going to say that, and the actual 3 toughness is crucial because Bile Blight hits it, Lightning Strike hits it.
Yeah, but I mean, if they couldn't, if they made it 4 mana, even with that, it would work. So I'm going to be taking 3 here, I guess.
No, I'll be tapping everything to flip them up. And here's where the maths get interesting. Because it's a Sagu Mauler. Oh god, face up. There you go.
So he's a 7/7 who gets +2/+2, so that's 9.
Yes.
So I've already taken 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Sagu Mauler here is not something we really want to see. It's freaking hard to kill.
Yes.
We've got no ways to actually kill it. Well, we've got a way, we just haven't hit the mana for it, which is a shame. So what we're going to be doing is instead hoping that this keeps us alive for a while.
Oh, yeah, those things.
Drain
That's
for
a bugger.
3. Drain for 3. We need to hit 2 more land, one of which has to be white, and then we're sorted. Like...
Oh, okay. Hmm. Hit you for 7. Yeah, I'm sure I'm fine with that. So, move to combat.
Yep.
Attack. 7 damage.
I'm going to take 7.
Ooh, okay. And then second main, I'll just tap to put this out on the field. So you got 2 of them. End turn.
Now, I'm really glad right now, at certain points right now, that you missed your one important trigger when you flipped your Sagu Mauler.
Ah, no, that was the one I forgot, yeah.
Like, normally people could remind you, but like, I'm sitting here thinking he's kind of forgotten a trigger, and I like playing friendly, but if people want to get to know me, no, I'm friendly, but I like playing by the rules.
No, I did hit you for 9, didn't I? Didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so...
No, you forgot your Death Mist Raptor trigger.
Oh, I keep forgetting about the Death Mist Raptor. It's a new thing, so it's not something I'm used to, and that's a Den Protector, no doubt.
Well, I'm playing a morph. I'm not saying what the morph is or isn't.
The only one that ever gets played these days is Den Protector. Oh, okay. So, talk about dead cards. So, you can block 7 of my damage and wipe me out. Yeah, I want to get that 2 damage in. I want to get you right to close. So I'm going to go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Going to... And him too. Oh, no. Oh, for fuck's sake. Here we go. So I'm going to attack with these 2.
Well, I'm forced to block both. And... yeah, because I'm going to be taking at least 2 here from the trample, so...
Yeah.
That dies. The Den Protector that you'll see in the graveyard dies.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I think the game is pretty much lost. Missing land for a couple turns, I'm not sure I can really come back from this. There might be a possible draw. I'm just going to take one more draw step to see what I can get. If Sagu Mauler didn't have hexproof, this would be a fairly different game, but because it does have hexproof, it's... yeah, like... we've got nothing here. Nah, we needed to hit at least 1 more mana. So, yeah, this is my hand at the end of that game.
Ooh, okay. Oh, yeah.
So, like, I had all the removal, but nothing to target it with, and not enough mana to do 2 spells a turn. So, like, if I'd had 5th mana last turn, I would have been able to both play Den Protector and Barblight your Prophet.
Yeah.
Which would have kept me alive for another turn because I wouldn't have been forced to block with Den Protector. And I might have been able to sort something out. So what I'm going to suggest, actually, is we play a few more games unsideboarded.
Okay.
A lot of the versus videos, like if you actually watch the Star City versus videos, which I guess is drawing inspiration from, but there's a lot of other people that do videos of their games. And hopefully we'll be able to bring you more in future of various different decks and stuff. But, yeah, they all, like, do several games unsideboarded to kind of show you how the matchup is unsideboarded before they sideboard.
Yeah.
So, oh, this is a very... so I'm going to play, and I'm going to keep this... Well, I don't know if I'm going to keep this hand. This hand is very risky to keep and very painful. but I believe against your deck really wants to set certain things up and get
Yeah.
things like up. So I'm going to keep this on the basis that it could really get there with these two cards here, over here, and hopefully these two other cards here will do enough. So I'm keeping.
All right, I'm gonna mulligan because I don't have access to all my colors.
Wow, like mulliganing is like with our hand, mulliganing just made our hand like 25% better or something.
Yeah, I'm good with this hand.
You're going to keep it.
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to start with a Cave of Zocoilus, instantly taking 1 to Thoughtseize.
Oh, you bastard.
And that's why our hand just got like 25% better. Well, that's Master of the Unseen. Bye-bye.
Okay.
So then we take an extra 2. Yeah, like when an opponent mulligans, like any mulligan hand is generally really susceptible to Thoughtseizing because losing 1 card does a lot to remove what do they call it? Oh, I can't remember what they call it. I guess consistency or redundancy. Like it really does remove redundancy. So we don't really.
Thoughtseize, a very powerful card.
Right. So that was a great draw. So we're just gonna play. Yeah, we're just gonna play this. I'm not sure there's a need to do anything else this turn. We've got no other play really other than play this, and I'd rather play that like in a few turns. So we're gonna play this. Like we could have played this turn as well, but we know most of his hand, and there's no real reason to cast it. There's no threat there at all. So like most he can do this turn is Trail of Mystery. And as far as we know, and Trail of Mystery is just not that scary.
No.
Like, it can be, like, we take sudden bursts of damage, but it's not something I'm really scared about. And again, maybe he has a scary morph in hand, so we want to cast this right now. But I'd rather get this online to start recouping some of the damage we took from the first Thoughtseize. So we're going to crack a fetch, search for a forest, which we luckily still have one, which is good. And we're going to shuffle the deck. We also want to hit, like, having one of these last game would have been really good because we're going to cast Corsair Crucifix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, last game that would have helped a lot, hitting land drops, hopefully. Well, we know we didn't draw land, so we wouldn't have actually hit them from the top anyway, but still, this is a fairly good card. And there's Dramoka's Command, so we've got an answer to any enchantment we might face.
Oh, shit. At least I can choose which one to sacrifice.
True. Oh, and here's a tip for all the people out there who've seen Dramoka's Command go, like, if you've got 2 Coursers, I've seen people go, like, Dramoka's Command, you sack an enchantment, this creature fights your other Courser, one of your Coursers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at this point, what you can do is just sack the Courser they're fighting. Don't ever think that you have to sack, like, if you've got 2 enchantments, that you have to sack one of the other enchantments. If they're fighting a Courser and they're making you sack an enchantment, always sack the Courser that they're fighting. So that was, yeah, so it... Did you draw that this turn, or was that already... Oh, okay, so casting that last turn, wouldn't, like, casting the Thoughtseize we've got in hand at least wouldn't have been painful. So we've hit a land, so we'll play, gain a life, flip up the top, and there's another land. And actually, I'd really like to get an Urborg here, so I'm probably going to fetch this turn. What we're going to do instead is we're just going to go play a Morph. And we're going to swing for 2 with our Corsair.
There we go. Yep.
And pass the turn. So, no, what I really like about... Oh, I just really like Corsair. I don't like... There's a lot of pros out there who say Corsair's like not really scary for against control decks. But when I've tried playtesting control decks and various things, Corsair is very scary. Simply because it does, like... If they hit a land from the top of their deck and then draw a non-land card, they've just drawn an extra card over you, especially if you're the control deck who wants to keep hitting card draw. Oh yeah, that. So yeah, if you want to keep hitting card draw, like you want to keep hitting land obviously if you're control. That's what I meant. And so if you're drawing your land from your draw steps, you're not drawing answers, and they're drawing threats and hitting land. So they are drawing more cards than you. So we're going to draw an Urborg. We're going to flip the top. I'm not... I don't really know about this current hand, actually. Like... well, Urborg we definitely put into play in game 1. Now the question is, we could have actually fetched there and hoped to hit a land on top, but I don't mind hitting another Corsair here. A Corsair's actually quite good. So he's got 1 mana open, which there is no... Well, there's no morph that costs 1 white to flip that I'm scared of currently. So what we're going to do is... What have we got? Right. So we're going to go take 1 from our Pain land. We're going to cast a Dromoka's command. You sack a creature and my Corsair fights your morph.
Sack an enchantment.
Yeah, sorry, you sack enchantment and my Corsair fights your morph.
Alright. Unfortunately this dies. It's actually it's a Deafness Raptor. Unfortunately.
And then I can get in for 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
And then second main phase, I don't actually see a big problem doing this. We're going to cast the Thoughtseize. Well, we're taking one of those Prophets of Crufix.
Yeah. This is where my deck just like inconsistency shows up because I didn't get many creatures at the beginning, so...
Well, you've got Mastery of the Unseen online now, and you've got 4 mana, and you've got a Prophet that can hit the play this turn. So, overall, I would say your deck's not doing terrible. We've both got 2 cards in hand. So, and we've both drawn a land through our battlefield stuff. Like, I hit a land into play directly off the top of my deck. You drew a land from your playing a morph. So we've both had similar amounts of card advantage this game.
Yeah.
But you're about to get a lot more with Mastery of the Unseen.
Oh, yeah. And so I'll pass turn.
So we'll untap. Draw. Flip. So we really want to hit a land here. We didn't, but we really want to draw that. So we're probably not fetching again this turn. But what we can do is go 1. Right. This is awkward. So we're probably going to be wanting to play a Corsair anyway, because it's just a great play. Now we could either try and like hit a land, but I think Siege Rhino is going to be... I don't know. We're probably not casting Siege Rhino next turn anyway. So we're going to try and fetch for Plains, actually. Find... I mean, we might have wanted to do this and then see what we hit off the top before we played a Corsair. But that gains me a net of 1 life anyway, so... So I'm going to shuffle. Flip top. And it's a Fleeceman 9, which actually I think is slightly better than a Siege Rider on this board.
End of turn, I will flash in a morph.
Yeah, well, I mean, that gives you the most value at the moment, I think. Flip it up, get a Raptor back, so...
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, I could definitely do this.
It's almost imperative now that we hit a land off the top of our deck. If we hit a land off our top of the deck, we might be able to race you.
Okay. I'm going to go to combat.
Yep.
And attack with my morph.
Well, that morph is clearly bigger than a Corsair. So, no blocks.
Sure, you take 2 damage.
Now, this could be him bluffing. I mean, what is it? Watching Starseed games, people always say there's not enough bluffs. But the reason people don't bluff safely is because, like, here, right? If this was a bluff and I just blocked with a Corsair, he just loses his morph. Right? But it makes sense, therefore, like, I know his deck list. I know he doesn't have pump spells. So, I know that the only thing it can be is something like a Mauler, or maybe even a Raptor. Now, if it's a Mauler, you might have morphed up then. So, I'm going to guess it might be actually a Stratostancer. Maybe.
Alright, well...
Well, actually, no, because if it was Stratostancer, I don't think you'd have attacked. So, Maybe it's a den protector.
I'll just manifest for my second main. Oh, okay. And then I think it says it's your turn anyway.
Well, I haven't been past the turn thing yet.
Oh, that's weird. Should have.
Yeah, now I've got it. Cool. So, from the top, please be a land. Yes. So we're going to play this. Game 2. Crack it. Well, sorry, I'll flip what's on top first to show you it's another land. Crack it, and we're going to gain a net of 1 from this. So we're just going to add the 1 life.
Yep.
To find a plains.
This is the thing that usually fucks over my deck. It's that gradual increase of life that one courser and 2 coursers does. But I do have Mastery of the Unseen to like do it myself, but which I can actually get stupidly out of hand, to be honest.
Yeah, it can. But hopefully, our hope is this can help stabilize the board a bit.
Okay, that's a thing.
So we're gonna +1 Elspeth and get 3 soldier tokens.
3 dancing men.
And well, you got enough mana to So the question is, do I want to run a courser into your thing? You attacked into the coursers, so either that was a really good bluff that worked, and therefore attacking you is really good. But you seemed really excited when you manifested, and I don't think you have a very good poker face. So,
No, I'm terrible.
So I'm definitely going to say that it's probably best not to attack, and I'm going to pass the turn.
Alright, at the end of your turn, 1, 2, 3, I'll be flashing in another morph. And then I'll immediately unmorph it because it is
It's
a
Den Protector, yeah.
And put a counter. Because I remember, so I'll return him to battlefield face up. And I'll return a Mastery of the Unseen to my hand. Yeah, to my hand. Okay, my turn comes around. Forgot the life trigger. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gain 5 life. Okay. Well, unfortunately, you've made yourself a very big target with that Elspeth.
What do you mean I made myself a very big target? I'm your only opponent.
True, but, you know, compared to before, I now want to kill you more. So, that probably could have basically makes me nigh invulnerable. I will attack Elspeth with... Oh, I should have actually labelled my morphs and manifests. I'll attack you with my morph.
Right, so... Firstly, we can highlight this as you're a bad player. No offence. But there is one thing you could have done. I'm going... So, let's see. If this is a Sagumula, it's got 6 power and trample. We want Elspeth to live, so we need to at least block it with 2 toughness. So we're going to block it with 2 soldier tokens.
In which case, you have called my bluff correctly, and it is a Sagumula, and I'll be flipping him presently. Flip card. I gain another 5 life.
I mean, there's also the advantage of blocking with 2 tokens forces you to morph it up, because otherwise you lose it. So Elspeth goes down to 1. Yeah. Now, what you could have done is you probably could have actually killed Elspeth, because none of my creatures can block Den Protector. Oh
yeah, I keep forgetting about. Like, God, I'm terrible with them.
That's why I was saying you're clearly maybe not bad. Bad was maybe was a bit too rude and offensive. Maybe inexperienced with the card.
Yeah, I don't use it that much because it's really hard to find. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, Den Protector is a card that people misevaluate. Like, a lot of people went, oh, it looks cute, it looks kind of cool, but it's not a card. Like, they said it was too slow. Right? Like, people said it was too slow, and it turned out that that was incorrect because on turn 5 in this game, you don't really have many turn 5 plays. Like, once you hit, like, 6 mana, having a removal spell up, like, because this format's so top decking, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you're always grinding away in top decking, so,
Speaking of which,
hey, the runner's not that good at top deck. Right, so we want to slow you down a lot, so we're going to... How do I want to do this? Okay, so we're going to... I'm going to tap this, actually. We're going to flip up my morph.
mm-hmm.
Where is the flip? Cool. So it's a Den Protector.
Yep.
I'm going to return Jamoka's command to my hand.
Cool.
We're then going to cast... Yeah. We're then going to cast Jamoka's command. No, and I forgot the Megamorph thing. Yeah, let's put a counter on it. My Courser... A Courser of mine will fight your Den Protector.
Okay. Yeah.
And you will sack an enchantment.
That's fine. Discard. No, I should have responded, but hey ho.
So we're going to +1 Elspeth here. We can get 3 more tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Although it looks like we're probably going to have to lose our Courser to keep Elspeth alive. So passing the turn. So like we know you've got a second one in hand, but
Mm-hmm.
like we can't, like letting you have 2 is silly, and so yeah, you probably should have responded by manifest.
Manifesting, yeah, that would have been... Well, it would have manifested the land, so yeah. But it would have given me this.
Well, it's still a 2/2. Like manifesting is still a 2/2. Like,
Sure.
and at this point you don't need more land. So at this point, land becoming 2/2s. I mean, okay, what is it? You're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, hitting an 8th land like is always good. Like you want to hit land in multiples of 4 with manifesting with this deck. Maybe 9's good, so you can manifest and flip a Sagrimauler in the same turn. But it doesn't really matter because you've got Prophet or Crucifix anyway.
Yeah. So I'm going to attack you with the Raptor and the Manifest, and I'll attack Elspeth with the Sago Mauler.
Right, so Sagrimauler's got 6 power, so it can't kill both. So what we're going to do actually is we're going to... This will be an interesting block. So we're going to block Sagrimauler with the 2 coursers and 2 tokens, and block the other 2 creatures each with a token.
Okay, well, before damage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is it? The top. Yep.
So we take, well, first, yeah, so we're going to take 5 from your Mauler,
Mm-hmm.
go down to 12.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so then these 2 die. How are you assigning combat damage? Like, we probably should have already decided this before damage was over here, but how are you assigning damage with your other Sagrimauler?
Because I have to block them all. I have to destroy them all in order for my damage to get put over. Yeah. So I'm gonna... I suppose the only way I can kill a Crucifix and kill 2 tokens.
Yeah, that's probably the best. So you kill 2 tokens and Crucifix, a Corsair, and your Mauler dies.
Yes. So he does. And I will pass the turn.
So that wasn't actually a bad turn for us. We kept Elspeth alive, which is very good. Yeah, that was a very good turn for us. We kept Elspeth alive, and him morphing up the Sagrimauler to hit us for 5 meant he couldn't play his other Mastery of the Unseen. So we've got at least a couple of turns of him not randomly manifesting. So we're getting some advantage back here. And we're going to...
Admittedly, as you said, the Mauler's hard to deal with. Because you haven't got your Elspeth up at 3 loyalty, so you can't really do that.
Well, what we're going to do, though, is we're going to play Den Protect... Well, actually, sorry. We're going to play it as a morph, but you know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to +1 Elspeth, get 3 soldier tokens. Um, then we could... now we could play one of these things in our hand. Like... right, so do we want to do that? Actually, I think we're going to take this turn. Actually, like we could have done something like flip up the Den Protector straight away, but I think I'm going to take the turn to Hero's Downfall your Prophet. So you can't just get like 2 turns when you play the enchantment next turn.
Yeah.
Like, and pass turn. Like we could flip up the Den Protector and get back our Dramoka's command again. Like this is the reason I really like Den Protector actually, and I think it's been really good. Is we've hit 1 Dramoka's command, but we've already cast it twice, and we might be able to cast it a 3rd time to get rid of every enchantment we've seen.
What? Right, so you got a Mastery on the field. And the Morph. I kind of want to get rid of Elspeth, but you've got 1, 2, 3, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 toughness. And the course are behind that, so... But I guess it's a fair trade. I'm going to move to combat, directing everything at Elspeth.
Right, so Elspeth here, we really want Elspeth to live. With the ability to flip up and get Dramoka's command next turn and his Mastery the Unseen, we need Elspeth. Like, having Elspeth right here, we can trade away pretty much all our resources away to keep an Elspeth here, because if we keep Elspeth and we flip up and get rid of Mastery the Unseen, we pretty much win from this position. So, we're going to block the Saga Mauler with Corsair and... Corsair, the untapped Den Protector, and a token, which is 1, 2... is exactly 6 toughness and 6 power. And we're going to block the Death Mist Raptor with a single token. So we're going... like... so... unless that morph... no, because you can't flip up if it's a morph thing. And I don't know if you've removed them from your deck. A certain card I'm thinking of. So... that's blocks.
Yeah, so...
Actually, wait, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's actually 7 toughness and 6 power. I forgot that the Den Protector has 2 toughness.
Alright. Well, I'll be killing your Protector and Corsair Crufix.
Cool. So the token lives! A token lives!
And he dies, Death Mist Raptor wins, but your other token dies, but more importantly, Elspeth lives.
Yes, which is very important for us.
Yes.
So we're going to untap, draw a card. We don't get to see the top card because our thing's dead. We're going to immediately flip up Den Protector.
Okay.
Well, actually, I mean, yeah, we'll flip up Den Protector, get back the Dramoka's command. Then we're going to cast the Dramoka's command, forcing you to sack an enchantment, and we're going to put a counter onto Den Protector.
Oh, very good. Well, in response, I'll be flipping up my Morph, because it's Stratus Dancer.
Well, that's not happening.
Nope.
So, yep, the Stratus Dancer there, I knew he had Stratus Dancers in the deck, but I didn't expect it necessarily to still be here. Now, the Stratus Dancer here is fairly bad for us, because it's 3 power that can hit Elspeth for turn. So we're going to play 1, 2... Well, so we're going to +1 Elspeth, get a few more tokens. These untap one. But what we can do... So we're hoping to get rid of Mastery. So him still having Mastery gives him a way back into this game still. So that Stratus Dancer was really good. But we're going to attack with the other token, like the 2 other soldier tokens and the Den Protector.
I will take the damage. So that's 5.
Yeah, that is 5.
Cool.
And then pass turn. Though you could have probably blocked a token safely, so... Yeah, 1 extra damage!
It is the damage that counts. It really is. I think I'll just manifest here. Okay.
Yeah, so the fact that he hasn't got... Oh, now he's got 8 mana, cool. So yeah, he can manifest twice a turn, or manifest and flip anything pretty much in his deck, so... He can't manifest and flip a profit in the same turn yet, which is very important.
Oh, very, very important. No. Okay. So I think I will just move to combat and attack Elspeth with the Stratus Dancer. Yep. 3 damage, that's it.
Yep, cool.
Pass turn.
So either that manifest is not a creature, because I think he probably would have attacked with the raptor there to at least force us to lose all... because if we triple block it, like either we single block the raptor and there's no point in him not attacking, although he might want it as a blocker. I don't really know. We're going to start by playing Skyland. We want some more information before we decide what to do with our turn. There's one clear thing we want to do, but... and at this point we want to bottom that. We just want steam or fuel. Then we're going to cast... 1, 2, 3... We're going to cast a Hero's Downfall on your Stratus Dancer, praying that the manifest is not a Stratus Dancer.
It dies.
Cool. So, Elspeth lives for another turn, theoretically. We're going to then... We've got 3 mana, so what we're going to do is we're going to play a Fleece Main Line. Then... he can block the Den Protector, so there's no point attacking with it. So we're just going to +1 Elspeth, get 3 more soldier tokens, and pass... Well, once we've made the tokens. 1, 2, 3, and pass the turn.
Alright, end of turn I'll manifest again.
So obviously the golden jewel right now would be a 3rd Den Protector to get back our Dromoka's command again. Or a 2nd Dromoka's command. Both of those would be great draws.
Ooh, that's interesting.
But man, this Elspeth has been battered about.
Yeah.
A Sagu Mauler punched her a little bit, like raked its claw against the edge of her cloak. She's been hit in the air by some weird djinn. You know, she's not feeling too good. I mean, she's still alive and breathing, and she's getting better. So it's not. It's a bit like Monty Python-esque. Like, I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet.
I'll play another morph.
So the fact that he's playing a morph instead of manifesting seems that morph's very good. At this point, you probably just want to be manifesting rather than playing morphs unless the morph is good, but... And simply because you can't, like... I don't know. I just think, yeah, obviously, I guess 3 mana's less than 4, which is what people think. But you just want to get through your deck and start drawing good cards, so...
So, I'll be moving to combat and attacking with my Deafness Raptor and Manifest. Both at Elspeth, because she's basically your weak one and I want to stop that at all costs.
Right, so... the Den Protector... Well, actually, no, there's no point dying anything dying to a Deafness Raptor, because it's just going to come back if one of these creatures is a morph. Well, we've got a morph, so that's fine, yeah. So, yeah, that's so easy not to die to it. And we need to consider the fact that this Manifest could be a Trampler. So, we either block it, like, if we block it with less than 4 power, 4 toughness, no, even at 4, we need to block with 5 toughness or Elspeth dies. Like, and there's no, like, and if we block with 5 tokens, it doesn't really matter, we're making loads. And at the most we're going to lose is 2 if it's not a creature. So, block with 5 tokens on that.
Okay, before damage. 1, 2...
See, that's the thing. Most people don't, like, appreciate the value of their cards and block appropriately.
Gain 4 life. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, my Manifest dies. It's a Dromoka's command. and so I'll take 2 of your tokens with it, and I'll take the other token with the Death Fist. But once again, Elspeth fucking lives.
Hey, I'm making the best blocks I can. Like, I'm doing the best I can to keep my win con alive. Stop complaining. You just got a Prophet of Crufix, and you've got Mastery of the Scene and 8 mana on the field. Stop moaning.
I'm not moaning.
But 1, 2, I need to actually green mana, don't I? 1, 2, 3. Heroes down for the Prophet. That's a 3rd Prophet down. You have 1 left in your deck.
Alright, in response, 1, 2, 3, 4, I will manifest.
This game is going on forever. It's turn 23. Although that might be turn 23 of like both games combined, so I'm not sure.
Okay, she dies again.
Well, no, this is the 3rd Prophet. Obviously, they've got a very good recruitment drive. And we haven't got 5 mana up, so there's no point leaving mana up just to, indestructible the Fleece Mane. So we're going to play a Rhino.
Yep.
Gain 3, drain 3. And create 3 more soldier tokens. And pass the turn. Once I actually click end turn.
At the end of your turn, 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. Unflip you. Unflip. It's a hidden Dragon Slayer. Destroy your Rhino.
Yeah, Rhino did its job.
Okay. So, and I gain 3 life. Oh, okay. Right. My turn comes round. Draw for the turn. Oh, okay.
So we've got 37 cards, and I'm not even sure how many to make. I don't even know this deck list off by heart. Like, seriously, I just literally just copied and pasted the deck list into the thing without even looking at it. I saw it, like, top hated in one of the standard Premier IQs that are held at Open, like when they do, like, a Modern Open. Or a Legacy Open, the 2-day Opens. On the Sunday, they do IQs for the other non-open formats. And so, it was one of those IQs. So, it top 8'd, so it's clearly a decent deck, but your deck's grinding away with sufficient good. Like, this shows you the power of the Manifest Morph deck, or whether my draw's been bad. I'm not sure. Like, my draw can't be that bad. I've had answers to pretty much everything.
Yeah.
It just shows you how good Manifest is as a mechanic. I thought it was going to be a terrible mechanic. But cards like Mastery of the Unseen just give you so much advantage and power when combined with these really cheap Megamorphers.
Yeah, and it's especially the Death Mist Raptor is the star of the show. And it keeps coming back. It's a kill spell when combined with Dramoka's command.
I think this game your Prophet has been really good because I've not had removal immediately each time for the Prophet.
Yeah.
So like the 3rd Prophet, I did have the ability to just untap and remove, which was very good. So, but it gave you at least 1 extra untap step. So.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of power on the field.
Although one could argue the 1 untap step you used to untap with it could have just been, you could have just spent them 4 mana manifesting again instead of unmorphing. So there's that, I guess people could argue.
I'll just attack you. Attack Elspeth with the Dragon Slayer and the Deathless Raptor.
Well, okay, so the Deathmist Raptor we're just going to block. I don't think he has anything that gives all his creatures trample. And again, the Dragon Slayer we're just going to double block to get rid of its life just this time. Just get rid of the life linker so he doesn't get too far ahead in life.
Yeah.
This game's going on forever as it is, and we want to have time to at least 1 more game post sideboard.
Yeah, that is the thing. My deck does drag it out a bit. So before damage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna flip up my manifest, gain 4 life.
Well, it's a whisper with Elemental. This game just got a lot harder.
And longer. So yeah, damage is dealt, your tokens die, my Dragon Slayer dies, I gain another 3 life.
This said, I can still hopefully just about manage, like, depending on what I draw. If I start drawing land, I'm screwed. But as long as I can create around the same amount of creatures per turn as you can, I will eventually ultimate Elspeth.
Yeah. So, I'll pass turn, manifest trigger from the Whisperwood.
Oh, that's a really awful draw because a lot of people be. Like, I imagine there's a lot of people going, "Oh, this is awesome! You can get rid of all of them." But manifest and morph creatures have no name, and therefore this card isn't that good.
Bile Blight!
Like, they have no name. So what we're going to do is we're going to +1 Elspeth, get 3 more soldier tokens. Let's get so many soldier tokens. Then we're going to ultimate... Oh, I say ultimate. We're going to monstrous the Fleecemane Lion.
Ah, Christ.
Just so we have an indestructible blocker. And then we're going... Ooh, actually, this is interesting. We're going to attack with Den Protector. He's only got one creature that can physically block it, so...
Oh, you've got a Dromoka's command, haven't you? No, we would have done it already. Sure, but now he wants to bait me into it, which is... I'm just going to say, probably is like you. I haven't played against you enough to know if baiting me into this... I've got the life to take a hit, but I need that hit for the 1,500 tokens coming afterwards. This is my win con. You might do it anyway. At least this way I keep a manifester. I'll take the damage.
Cool, take 3. I love how you're going like, is it a Dromoka's command? You know what I drew for the turn, because I was talking about it.
Oh, Bile Blight, of course, yeah. But then, you could have Bile Blighted and made a trade, which is probably enough.
I could have Barblighted and it wouldn't have even traded. You'd be a 1-power creature and mine's got 2 toughness.
Oh, yeah, so yeah. That's how it works, bugger me. Oh, well.
Barblight, the 2-mana removal spell that's slightly better than Nameless Inversion. If it would be strictly better than Nameless Inversion if it was all creature types or all types at once. Nameless Inversion, however, is starting to see play in Modern just because people want to run Salumgar's Scorn. Like, people want counterspell in Modern. And so they're trying to find a way to get it to work, and they haven't played these...
Brilliant.
What?
No, it's just the fact that in order to get Silumgar's Scorn into play, people are using the Changeling spell, which is really interesting.
Well, I mean, there's other changeling spells people are using, but, like, Nameless Inversion is the one that people are using because of the -3. Like, any creature that Barblight would kill, so would Nameless Inversion. But Barblight can kill multiple creatures at a time, so it can kill, like, spirit tokens. And Barblight can also gives minus power, not plus power. So if it's a 4 toughness creature, you can make profitable trades and stuff. So it's very interesting how it works.
You got a 4/4 wall, which is really annoying.
You can manifest 3 times a turn, though.
True.
Now, I am creating 3 tokens a turn, so currently we're on parity. But you are on 30 life, so...
Yeah.
But also remember, when you're creating 3 manifests a turn, and my 3 soldiers a turn, my soldiers just die to your manifestors.
Yeah.
So you're just attacking with that.
Yes.
Okay, I block with a 4/4. Indestructible.
Cool.
Yeah, I know you can unmorph to bring it back, but there's no point losing a token over this. Like I said, my tokens are actually a valuable resource.
Not actually. There we go. Yeah. So I don't have to do anything. Everything does everything automatically at this point.
It's a good thing we're not at a tournament, because I know we've been chatting back and forth and we might speed up our play in the tournament, but we're close to 55 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, we're almost time. Like you'd be winning this match at a tournament currently. Right, so...
I would, and this is... I tend to drag games out immeasurably long.
So we could do this, get rid of that, then do this, and I don't know. Do I? I'm gonna plus Elspeth, get 3 tokens. And then we're gonna pass turn. And
Yeah, at the end of turn, I'll manifest twice. Oh, I hate my deck.
are you manifesting land?
No. It's better than land. Technically, it's much better in my hand.
Oh, okay. So you're manifesting cards like Mastery of the Unseen?
No, actually, it would deal very nice. It would deal with your Elspeth quite perfectly, to be bloody well honest.
Oh, well, that's probably a banishing light then. That's the only card I can think of that would actually deal with Elspeth in your deck is Banishing Light. White, green, blue doesn't really have much in the way of destroy target planeswalker.
True. So this what I've got. I've got this and I've got this.
Actually, another Fleeceman line. Sorry, would be really good about now.
Oh yeah, because you've got the mana to just play it and then morph it on the spot.
Monstrous.
Oh,
yeah.
monstrous! Pardon me.
But then, like, I can block 2 things a turn, and your 2 things just die. The problem is, I don't think I can kill you in one swing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if I'll have enough power to kill you in one swing with your ability to flip up, like, multiple creatures.
Yeah.
But I might be able to do certain crazy things, so who knows.
All 4 of these attacking Elspeth.
Right, so Fleecemane blocks 1. C blocks number 2.
Cool.
Right, so you can get 1, 2, 3, and I can go. This is bad. Like, I kind of need to remove your guys because I can't just let you keep getting them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this game is not looking very good. Like, it was looking really good earlier, but once you got Mastery then seen, like, once you had that counter, like, I'll double block them all.
Okay.
It's bad for me because you can make 3 a turn, and, it's not very good at all, but...
Okay. Before damage, 1, 2, 3. I can flip this up because that's the converted mana cost. So I gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 life. And then I'll return Deathmist Raptor from the graveyard to play face up.
But, okay. And then... Ooh, right. So you got more. Well, what I'll do is I'll give myself some advantage. Before damage, I'll also Bile-Blight a Deathmist Raptor and kill both.
Ooh, good play, sir.
It's not that good. You've got a morph, so you're going to get them both back eventually anyway, so...
So everything dies apart from your Fleecemane.
And the 2 tokens that were blocking...
And the 2 tokens that were blocking my Raptor, yes.
Yeah, because they survive. Well, I was doing it just to get slight advantage of still having tokens. I don't know how I'm going to win this game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
A Dramoka's command will win me this game, I think. Nope, Dramoka's command won't.
And I'll pass turn. Manifest twice. Now the problem is with this deck, I run the risk of decking myself.
Yeah, that's my only hope really here. Nope, you're bottom. I don't want you at all. Right. Well, I've got suitable motivation to do this now, so we're going to -3 Elspeth.
Okay, well, let me just finish taking notes here. Test 2. Okay, in response, I will sacrifice my Whisperwood Elemental, giving the other Whisperwood Elemental, when it dies, manifest the top card in my library. So yeah, that dies. I manifest again. Okay.
So this board is slightly easier to deal with, and then what we're going to do, because we want to actually try an Ultimate Elspeth sometime this year, is play a second Elspeth.
Okay.
And plus this one.
Oh yeah, so she goes up to 5. Cool.
And pass the turn. So my only real hope is that all those manifests are non-creatures. Like, that's my major hope. If all those manifests are non-creatures currently, we're doing okay. Now we need you to start drawing... Well, drawing land eventually allows you to... We need to hit a Dromoka's command. If we hit a Dromoka's command or a Den Protector, then I think we're back in this game.
You put it on the bottom. Okay, so... I'm gonna manifest 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can still only manifest twice a turn now, which is a lot better than 3. We can actually maybe keep up with that.
Right. Well, because Elspeth is so close to exploding, I hate that I'm going to do this, but I'm going to flip my Stratus Dancer.
Yep.
With no spell target, which is really annoying. And then I'll attack Elspeth for 3.
Cool, down to 2.
And I'll pass the turn.
Oh, we're losing Elspeth here, I think. That's not good. But what we're gaining... So we're going to +1 Elspeth anyway to make sure that we get at least 3 more tokens. And then we're going to play a Fleecemane Lion.
Oh lord. Okay.
And then we're going to monstrous that Fleecemane Lion.
Yeah, that's fine.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool, that's all 5 now tapped. Then we're going to hit you with the 1 Fleecemane Lion, and we're going to attack you with the
Den Protector.
Den Protector, because it can't be blocked by creatures with less than power 3. So currently none of your creatures.
I will take 7.
Take 7 you will, and I'll pass the turn. So yeah, we're losing Elspeth here, and that's our last Elspeth in the deck. That's the only thing I remember about this deck, is it having 2 Elspeths. So we're kind of screwed, I think, here. We may not be able to win this game.
1, 2, 3, 4. Play her.
Okay.
And I could draw a card. I don't see her living long. There's a 4-mana Explorer, to be honest, but hey ho.
Well, you can protect her for several turns. Like if I'm loath to give you advice here because I really want to beat you. But if you +1 on my Den Protector, you've got what you can easily keep blocking my Fleecemane Lions for several turns. And with you being able to manifest twice a turn, you can block them indefinitely and basically ultimate Kiora.
I suppose, but you've got a huge mess of soldiers.
Okay, so Kiora might die, but I tap out to do that. Well, I don't actually have to tap out. I think I just need to... okay, maybe -1 might be slightly better, but...
I'm going to -1 her to draw a card. And... Yep. Oh, okay.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. If that's your last Prophet of Crucifix, I probably scoop here.
I'll attack your Elspeth, finish her off.
Yep. If that's the last Prophet, I'm probably scooping because there's no way I can keep up this card advantage now.
No, at this point I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, play Death Mist.
Yep. I mean, it might be at this point we might as well. I might as well scoop as well. In the basic that you've. I don't. Okay, so. Okay, that. It's something. Kill Kiora.
You sure you don't want to kill the Stratus Dancer?
No, I'm killing Kiora.
Fair dues.
But though. Let's see, you've got so much life and life gain at this point that. I'm on 15. I can't just... I don't know. What I'm probably going to do here is... I don't think this game's ending well for me. I've got no real significant card advantage. You can now manifest twice a turn. You're probably going to very soon hit... thingy.
Prophet or Wristwood or...
Something. Well, Prophet is probably what you're going to hit soon. You can unmorph probably your morph soon and just get your other 3 raptors or other 2 raptors back. And then keep swinging at me each turn. Eventually I'll run out of blockers and die. So I've got no real card advantage and nothing really to deal with this board state right now. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to scoop, we'll sideboard and play game 3.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that is the problem with this deck, is that it just drags it out.
But there will be a quick cut between this and sideboarding because I have to go and quickly do something. So we're back here for sideboarding. I've got a lot of things actually here that... so I can actually look over my full deck list. So there was only 2 Dromoka's commands, so I was only going to ever hit 1 more anyway. Right, so let's have a look at this. I think Drowning Sorrow is a great bring-in against you.
Definitely. That has fucked you up several times.
I also believe that a 3rd Dromoka's command is worth bringing in, and as is 2 Crux of Fates.
Oh, okay.
Coming out of the deck, I think Barb Light's an easy take out. I don't think it hits, like, with all your things being face down most of the time.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, it doesn't really get more than a 1-for-1, at which point I'd rather be running Drowning Sorrow. Den Protector can stay in, Courser can stay in, Joker's Command. Oh, there was a 3rd Elspeth, so I still actually had 1 out, but I was probably not going to draw it in time. Again, I think single target removal is a bit anemic against you. So Hero's Downfall is probably going to come out, because I don't think... Well, actually, no, I don't know.
There are several key creatures that you could hit.
Yeah, there are. But I think we want to go into a full kind of control deck. And I got to make cuts for 6 cards somehow. So, and things like Fleetswing Line and I think Siege Rhino are still very good against you. I think Siege Rhino itself is actually very good because if I can get to a point where you don't have things on the board, Siege Rhino just dominates.
Yeah.
So I think those coming in are probably where we want to go. So maybe Najani can come in because Najani Metal of Heroes makes my soldiers at least 2/2. Like each turn I create 3 2/2s. So instead of just chumping like with Elspeth, so instead of just like chumping your 2/2s each time, I'm actually trading with your 2/2s, which allows me to keep up. So actually I think that's a reason to bring a Ajani in. And out will come an Abzan Charm or something. No, Abzan Charm I think... Well, Abzan Charm, I think, again, has a similar problem of not being amazing against you. But I think, actually, Abzan Charm's better than Thoughtseize. Actually, we can keep 1 Downfall in and take out 2 Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize very quickly gets bad, but it's very good to have in my opening hand. So I've sideboarded. I don't know if... and you've sideboarded already. So let's get game 3 going. I think this will be our final game. We've already been recording for well over an hour, so...
Yeah, well, the game might stretch even longer with this one.
Okay, so I think this opening hand's good. I can keep.
I feel risky. I'll try it.
So we'll start with a Temple of Malady. We'll bottom that. Like, it's a very good card against you, but we can't afford to draw it right now.
So I'll draw for the turn. Okay. Play straight up forest, pass turn.
We'll untap, draw. Yeah, we'll play this to give our options open. Pass the turn.
Okay, so I'll play Island immediately tap to for Trail of Mystery and go.
So Trail of Mystery makes the card in our hand worse, but that's something we can deal with. We'll play a Windsoot Teeth and pass the turn here.
Alright. Call the turn. Da, da, da. Okay. I'll play a Forest and tap all 3 lands for a face down morph.
Cool.
I'll look in my library for. I'll look for a Plains. And I'll pass turn.
End of turn, I'm just going to crack the fetch for Plains, I think. Yeah, we've got double green, let's get double white into play. So that costs 1 life. And then we're going to... Maybe the bad play, but we're going to Abzan Charm to draw 2 cards.
Ooh, and lose 2 life, okay.
Okay, so it wasn't the worst play. It actually turned out to be a fine play. So, let's draw for turn. We're going to play a... Actually, I'm really glad I drew now. Corsair. Flip top.
Ooh!
Oh, that should go to play. Flip. And... Oof. I think, given what our hand is, that's... let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think given what our hand is and where we are, I don't think we want that yet. Although, I mean, yeah, I'd rather hit a land, so we're going to put it on the bottom. Might be a bad decision, might be a really good card to keep, but yeah, no, it turns out it would have been the right choice because we would have missed the land, so...
I will play Tranquil Cove and gain a life.
Because like, if there'd been a land under there, it would have probably been the bad choice to ship it because we'd have got it and a land, but...
I'll move to combat and attack you for 2.
So he's got 3 mana, so I'm thinking... so he's got 3 mana and it's none of it's white, so it can't be a Hidden Dragon Slayer. So it could be a Den Protector or a Stratus Dancer. And I don't know if we want to trade our Corsair Revival one because of the +2/+2 it gets when it flips up from Trail of Mystery. So we're going to take the 2.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it... I mean, if it's either of those... Like, if it's neither of those creatures, it's good to block. If it is one of those creatures, he doesn't... Like, he prefers not to flip now anyway because he wants to get value out of them, and neither of them gets the value currently. So... We'll untap, we'll draw, we'll hopefully hit a land. Yeah! Get alive. And there'll be another land. So we're hitting land, which is good. We're then going to hopefully play around it being a Stratus... We're going to play around it probably being a Stratus Dancer by playing Siege Rhino.
Yeah. So I take 1, 2, 3. You gain 1, 2, 3.
I will pass the turn. Although actually we need to go back up to thing, not recording my life gain. Oh wait, we're back down to 16 again. Stop! I'm clicking up to 19. Stay at 19. Good.
That is actually a very nice draw. So I'm going to play my Plains.
And a Prophet of Crufix?
No. I'm going to Valorous Stance, your Rhino. Destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater.
Yep, that's fine.
And then I'll move to combat and attack with my Morph again.
I'll take 2.
Yep. And, yeah, that'll be all. Pass turn.
Untap, draw. Top. Yeah, we're going to put that directly into play from the top. Again, the power of drawing cards is just so good. And I don't think we want to leave up loads of mana, so we're just going to play a second rhino.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No swearing. You don't need to
Oh.
swear. Don't need to swear. There's no need for rude language. Just because I played as you were always. It's always said that siege rhinos travel in packs. I don't know why. It's just that the amount of times at the Pro Tour and things when siege rhino was really being viewed was like there was always two. Like you always had two near each other or three. They were never like one on turn 1, one on turn 20, one on turn 30. It was always like turn 1, 10 and... Like turn 30 is still what? You still got half the deck or so to go. So it's like,
Let's see, well...
And it does, yeah, every time we both scoop, the turn count does reset, so...
Okay. So I think I'll just move to combat and attack with my morph.
And I will block with my rhino.
Alright.
I'll see what that morph is, come on.
Where's it go? Flipped up.
Damn
It gets
protector.
+2/+2.
That's fine.
They trade, and I'll return... where's my button? And turn it to my hand. So they both trade.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then second main...
See, you could have actually saved your Den Protector there.
Really?
But you could have Valor stanced my rhino before damage.
I suppose, yeah, because it's before damage, so... Oh well. And then I'll just play another morph. And I don't believe I've used my land drop this turn, I think.
So, depends what he gets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you've played your land a turn because I've hit a land every turn.
Alright, cool.
Because my Corsairs, like, luckily hit a land every turn.
Alright, so I'll just look for the planes and then I'll pass turn.
Yeah, and it's turn 12, so each person's played 3 land, like 6 lands. This is turn 13, so... Yeah, everyone had played 6 lands, that's fine. So the fact that you don't have 2 land open means I want to play around your possible removal spell. No, well, not your possible, your guaranteed removal spell. So we're going to play a Fleecemane Lion.
Yeah.
And we're going to play a Plains, and we're going to monstrous it before you can do anything else.
Cool. Well, the Valor stance would only, like, kill it if it's toughness 4 or greater, which Policeman won't get until it monstresses.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So, but no, I mean, I still think that's a good play here because it can just block morphs all day. So,
I've got 7 mana. Just bounce off the wall. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Profit.
yeah.
And just because I don't want to see mana go wasted, I'll just tap 2 Valor Stance, destroy your Krufix. Gorfer, pardon me.
Cool.
And so I will end my turn.
So I'll untap, draw this card we knew about. I want to make sure so I'm going to take the 1 pain actually because that's how I want to use my mana. We'll play a Corsair.
Mm-hmm.
Flipping the top. There's a Crux of Fate. That's not bad.
Yes.
In fact, it's very good. Very, very good.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is then we'll play this, gain a life, and play a morph. And, right. So you didn't attack with your morph, which suggests it's not something that can attack into Fleece Mane.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's... Right, so what morphs do you have that don't attack into Fleece Mane? Well, Den Protector, but then... I don't know. I'll attack for 4.
I'll block with my morph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift them up.
That's a definite spell.
And he gets a +2/+2 from Trail of Mystery, so he survives.
Fair enough. Pass turn. Well, I'll click... I need to actually click the end turn. Yep, pass turn.
Ooh, this would be good. Yeah, I think that's my luck. That won't not happen, that will. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Kiora.
No, that's not bad.
And I'll teach you stuff too. So I'll +1 her targeting your Fleece Mane.
Can't. Fleece Mane has hexproof.
Oh fuck. Oh yeah. Yeah, target your morph then.
Cool.
Keep forgetting about hexproof. Well, specifically abilities, yeah.
So you're targeting my morph. Cool.
Yes. Can't really do much else. Unfortunately, the Fleece Mane being a rock that never leaves, and because you had that like free turn to get at it. I'll just have to pass the turn because I can't do anything.
Well, you did have a 4/4 Death Toucher. Flip the top. Right. Ooh, another Den Protector. That's nice. I love Den Protector here. So what do we have? Swing Den Protector into Abzan. This is gonna be fun. Right, so we're gonna attack Kiora with Fleece Mane line.
I'll block it with my Raptor.
Sure. And then we'll play Dramoka's command, making Fleece Mane and your Prophet fight and use sack an enchantment.
Ah, Christ. Yep.
Which is interesting because that means you didn't have a morph to flash in.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so what we want to do here then is I think if we add stuff to the board, we threaten to overcommit into Crux. If we don't do anything, I'm not sure if that's good either. Part of me thinks that his hand's terrible enough that we can just lean on Crux as a crutch. So we're going to lean on it for when we need to. So we're just going to play another Corsair and pass the turn.
Ooh, I think I just saved my bacon. And 1, 2, 3. And then I'll just +1 your morph.
Cool.
And I'll pass the turn.
End of turn, I will flip up my morph, gaining Jamoka's command back to my hand.
Okay, my manifest.
Draw. Look. Well, we get to play a land here, which is good, and gain 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we're going to do is play Dramoka's command, making you sack an enchantment and Fleece Mane and Whisperwood fight.
I am having zero fun today, it seems.
Hey, you just won the last game, like,
That took like 55 minutes, I know, but...
you won 2 games. Like, I mean, it might have been possible to win that game, but at that point I just felt that the hope was against me.
Mhm.
So I didn't think it was likely to win. Then I will attack... Oh, this should have a count on it. Then I'll attack Kiora for everyone?
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter, so she dies.
And then I will play a morph.
Oh, I wonder what that is.
It could be anything. And pass the turn.
Hmm.
So this seems like it's a much better game for me.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely so. Five. Play Wistfulwood again. I'm just struggling to build board presence and keep up. And I'll pass turn.
End of the turn, I will crack the fetch. Find... well, let's put planes into play. So I would lose 1, but I'd gain 1 overall, because I gain 2 when it enters.
Yeah.
So this will shuffle. For top. Then I will... oh, I did that wrong. This mana has to be. I will then flip up, get back Dramoka's command. And then... so that gets counter. And then I will put a counter onto the Fleece main and make it fight your Whisperwood Elemental.
Bye-bye.
Might have been able to do that before the end step, but meh. Because it depends when you cast it, I guess. Flip the top. Put the lands into play. Gain 2. Flip the top. It's another Crux, so I'm definitely sorted for Fate Sealing. I will then attack for 3/6. I'll attack with everything.
I can't block your Den Protector. I'll chuck a Manifest on the boss and take the rest, so that is 10.
3/6. Yep, 10. And then post combat, I will play a morph and pass the turn.
Just reuse that Dramoka's command.
Command's got to command.
And I'm dead.
Yeah. So it seems post board, a third Dramoka's command really does it. Oh, wow! All the removal spell that just doesn't hit me.
And doesn't hit fucking Fleece main.
Oh. Well, you could banishing like Corsair.
Yeah, I suppose, but
Yeah, that's not great. I mean, you could have theoretically played a Den Protector to get back your Mastery Unseen, but I've got another Den Protector. It's clearly another Den
Protector
Protector.
and a Dramoka's command, and
Yeah, like, so going up to a third Dramoka's command really helps. Crux of Fate is really good in this matchup, it seems, because I just had that thing, like, if what you had was a load of morphs, I was able to kill them, I would have been able to kill them. And it turns out that playing that Fleece main and instantly monstrousing it was the right decision.
yes.
Because now you just couldn't touch it. So, I think that game went quickly, but I think after this then, so people can see then that game 1, it seems your deck is favoured against Abzan control, which is why it was doing well at tournaments.
It also did well against blue-black control.
Yeah, well. It just does well against control. Your like the level of card advantage your deck has, plus the life gain, plus all these other things, makes it good against control and somewhat good against aggro. right?
Yeah.
Mid-range can be, again, mid-range, you're just out mid-ranging other mid-range decks. So again, you generally win. Control, therefore, needs to, like, or at least you were good against control at the time. Control needs to go into like things like Drowning Sorrow and Crux of Fate and have things like Indestructible Fleece Rain. Like, I need creatures, but if I was just pure control in the sense of had no creatures whatsoever, I would probably die to you.
Yeah.
Because I would never put enough pressure on you, and you would just constantly be drawing all these good cards. And you wouldn't need to dilute your deck by bringing in removal. Right?
I would just sit back and like let the games give me my monsters. I can creatures I can just overwhelm you.
Well, thanks to Fleece Mane, 3 of your cards in your hand were dead.
Yes.
Like, I mean, because like Fleece Mane's my only. Well, okay, you've got Rhino as well, but like, yeah, like the only multicolored creature I had was Hexproof, and it was the only creature that was white as well. So it eliminated 2 of your removal spells by monstering straight away. So I'm glad I made that decision. It turns out to be the right play in this game. But I think, again, people watching this should learn that, therefore, because I love playing Control, and actually I don't really like playing Abzan Control. I preferred, like, the Azorius Control back in Ravnica, where it was, like, draw, go, removal. I kind of like messing with my opponent's game plan, and I kind of like that kind of play. And so this deck, unfortunately, is, like, what we've got to do. Like, it's why Blue-Black Control now is all dragons. Like, you can't, with the current format, with cards like Corsair, with cards like Den Protector, giving the mid-range and aggro decks and all these other decks really good card advantage. That's almost as good, if not better, than the card advantage the blue decks get a hold of, because Dig Through Time is not great card advantage. It's one card that draws you 2. Right? So while it does select 2 of your best cards in your top 7, it's not good card draw. It's card selection, which is better for combo than control. Right? Combo wants to hit 1 or 2 cards, and it just needs its 2 combo pieces and goes off. Control needs to 1-for-1 your opponent all the time, and therefore it needs actual card volume, not just card selection.
Yeah.
It can be good for the decks, but again, Dig Through Time, like the best other card draw we've got is Dragon Lord's Prerogative, which is 6 mana to draw 4.
Yeah.
But again, in this format, I don't think you can necessarily always hold up the mana to just go, I draw 6 end of turn. You need to be doing proactive things. Right? Just the way this format is. There's so much control hate in the current format.
Yeah.
Like, your deck alone has Whisperwood Elemental, and you got Whisperwood Elemental, and you have Master
Stratostancer.
and Stratostancer, and you have access to Den Protector. All of these hate against control, right? And I think one of the big disadvantages of control is the board wipes are 5 mana, not 4. If there were 4 mana, you could not play, like, even if you were on the play against the control deck, you would not have the mana generally, unless you played a Mana Dork turn 1 or turn 2. You would not have the mana to both morph and unmorph a Stratostancer turn 3 or on turn 4, right? Like, so they would get a turn 4 board wipe and be able to, like, hold up against these things or clear out before you can unmorph them and start getting value from these things. And I think that's a really big thing. Now, admittedly, you got Drowned Sorrow, which really does help a little bit, but Drowned Sorrow is only good against your early plays. Once you get to the late game and you can morph and unmorph in the same turn, Drowned Sorrow gets a lot worse.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I really like the game. I really like the matchup post-board especially. Like, I think the matchup post-board gets a lot more better for the Abzan deck. But pre-board, your decks, I think, maybe not like 80% favoured. It might be closer to 60-40 or 55-45.
Yeah.
But your deck is very still favoured. Like, we saw that, like, even through an Elspeth and just keeping up, it eventually got to the point where we were creating the same amount of tokens each turn, but I couldn't, like, attack you because I'd just be losing tokens, and blocking you, I would have to lose 2 tokens for every 1 creature you lose, so eventually you race ahead of me.
Yeah. Plus I had the life gain as well, so that just, like...
Yeah. Like, the life gain was, like, if you didn't have the life gain, there was a hope I would be able to just chub block you with, like, once I had like 10 tokens, if you didn't have the life gain, I would just chub block the rest of the tokens I create constantly and get to the point where I have 10 tokens, ultimate Elspeth, hit you for 30 in the air.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do that. So I think the game's fun. I definitely, more importantly, I hope the viewers on YouTube enjoyed it. It'd be nice to see if they enjoyed it. Hopefully I can get Calum back and we can do a few more games in future, though I think next time we're probably going to try and I'll try and convince Calum to play a non-manifest deck. Maybe get him to brew something. I want to try a couple brews out. We might also, I guess, try and play, like, if we look at Star City Opens, play 2 of the most popular decks of the weekend against each other, and test his ability it would help him improve his Magic play. Like, giving Calum a random deck to play and seeing how well he can make decisions with the deck, I think will help. I think it will help you improve as a Magic player, Calum.
Yeah, definitely. So I want to get practice out, yeah.
And also, I want to just practice with loads of decks, because I want to practice for GP London and learn what cards are really good for, like, I reckon the standard format post-Origins. In fact, actually, I would like to maybe next time we play, maybe later this week, I'm going to actually play test a deck that uses the new Liliana, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Play test how Liliana comes up. It's not going to be a great deck. It's going to be horrible, I reckon. Liliana's probably going to be the only actual playable card in it. Like, Ajin, it's what people would consider standard quality. But we'll see how the game goes later on. And you can brew whatever deck. Probably not Mastery, because I don't think my deck would have a chance against Mastery.
No.
But also, I don't think we want another only 3 games in an hour and a half. So...
Yeah. The last time I played with this deck was against a friend of mine's Sultai control, but we spent like 3 games, but it was like 4 or 5 hours of pain. It's like, God.
Imagine if both of you had ways to cycle your graveyard back into your deck.
Oh, God. Graveyard.
Good thing Elixir doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I mean, there is a version of Elixir, but that version exiles itself, so it just doesn't loop infinite.
Yeah.
But, no, yeah. So thank you guys on YouTube for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down in the video below. If you have any decks ideas you want us to play, like modern or standard, put it below. We'll try and see if we can play those decks and put them together and play. Thank you very much for watching, and I and Calum will see you next time.